And we head to the 141 seating with Mike Carr of Illinois versus Cole Weaver of Indiana. And as we mentioned at the outset, Cole Weaver having an absolutely fantastic season for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, Weaver, again, one of the faces of the team right now for the Hoosiers, 13th in the country. And he's done very well for himself this year. Well, I got also, as we mentioned, 4-3 against ranked opponents this year, and he's got 2 matches against them this weekend. This one against Carr, and they'll have one more against Purdue. So he's not had an easy schedule, but he's made the most of it. 22-6 on the season.
And last time out, he scored a victory over 13th ranked Chad Redd Jr. of Nebraska. I score a 6-5. The match before that against Wisconsin was against Eli Stickley, and he scored a pin in 34 seconds. And before that, another win over Michigan State's Javier Gasca, ranked 20th in the nation. So 3 consecutive impressive victories for Cole Weaver here.
So got an official timeout.
So we're going to get a medical timeout here as the team getting checks on Mike Carr. A little bit about Carr. He also upset Chad Redd earlier this season. So both guys having success against Nebraska's stud. As we look at Cole Weaver coming off 2 ranked wins. And early in the year, Mike Carr defeated Chad Redd 6-3 back when Redd was ranked 8th in the nation. And he was also the champion of the Greyhound Open last time out. And has had a 2-2 record at 2017 Midlands and went undefeated during his junior and senior years of high school. And 89-0 record for the redshirt freshman.
And he's currently riding a 5-match win streak as well. So not an easy matchup for Weaver. And Carr's going to look to get things started early here for himself.
Yeah, that victory over Chad Redd Jr. seemed to spark an excellent streak for Mike Carr, as since then he's only lost 1 meet in that time from back at the beginning of January. And that was against the 11th ranked Tommy Thorne of Minnesota, which he only lost 11-6. There's about a minute and a half through the first period. Still no score between either guys as they look to try and feel each other out at this point.
Yeah, the Hoosiers would like to get one here from Weaver. You get your best wrestler out on the mat, chance to get yourself some points. Even if it's a minor decision, get yourself 3 points, and you're back in it, and you're on the board for the team score.
Yeah, sometimes just one score is all it really needs to get a team going here, as Nebraska found out against Indiana last time out after scoring back-to-back pins to really capture momentum and steal a victory away from the Hoosiers.
Yeah, and those back-to-back pins were definitely a backbreak for the Hoosiers, but Nebraska, again, another team just showing how difficult it is to compete in the Big Ten.
Yeah, you got to wonder where Indiana would rank if they were in a conference like, say, for example, the Big 12 or the ACC, where they would rank. But because they're in such a difficult Big Ten, they're second to last in the conference, ahead of only Maryland.
We've mentioned too, like that they had success throughout the year. Or earlier on in the year when they were in the Hoosier duels and whatnot, they looked like a very good team. They looked like they could do well, but when you get to, it's just like hitting a wall when you hit the Big Ten competition. It's another level, almost like professional compared to the rest of the conferences.
Yeah, they've had some pretty tough opponents so far. Binghamton, in which, well, traditionally in sports, not a typical powerhouse. They're just outside the rankings right now, so they're not a team to overlook. That was their first loss of the year. And then once Big Ten play started, it really went downhill for the Hoosiers, as they had 3 straight blowout losses. So that ends the first period with no score between Weaver and Carr. They were 12 and 13 in the rankings.
Well, good job by Weaver there to keep it at a stalemate for both guys. Really, nothing doing so far. You had that time early on, and another time here from the ref. That might have disrupted the momentum a little bit, but.
Perhaps. It looks like the medical team is taking a look at Carr. I didn't quite see what was going on there, but they might be looking at a hand. He's getting a swig of water right now, but he seems to be signaling towards his left hand a little bit. So that might be something to keep an eye on as we move on to the second and maybe third period.
Yeah. I think it's more so I use Cole Weaver. It looked like he was getting more medical attention. It appeared there was something being administered to his chest.
Yeah, hopefully for the Hoosiers' sake, Cole Weaver has been a very important part of their lineup. He's 20-6 on the year with 6 pins. Real breakout season from the redshirt junior, who he had a losing record last year. He was 11-18, so it must be a big pleasant surprise here for Dwayne Goldman as he scores the first point with the escape and takes the lead over Carr.
You know, there have been some guys who have shown promising things in these last few match losers. We mentioned Elijah Oliver, now Cole Weaver. These guys are doing good things. You know, Weaver and Oliver juniors.
It's like Weaver's going for that takedown here. He's almost got him, but good job by Carr to kind of keep his body twisted around. He's still got a foot on the ring, so they're not out of bounds yet. Looking to try and put him on his shoulders. Ref signaling, and he's able to slip right out of it. Nearly a pin there for Cole Weaver, but he is awarded the takedown and takes a 3-0 lead. And he's going to get another takedown for a 5-0 lead for Weaver. So great start to the second period for Cole Weaver as he's able to establish position on Carr. This might be exactly what the Hoosiers needed as the crowd's starting to get into it a little bit.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is one little step, and Weaver got the upper hand there, and all of a sudden he's up 5.
Looks like we've got some blood on Carr dripping down the middle of his forehead. As the official has a conversation with Illinois head coach Jeff Heffernan. And we're going to take a look here at Cole Weaver's takedown. He grabs a leg and flips him around, able to pivot his body. And what are you seeing here, Will?
Well, you know, great job by Weaver. He got a little bit of the higher ground there, and he almost had a pin too.
Yeah, right there. Nearly had both shoulders there pinned to the ground.
If Weaver had gotten around a little quicker and gotten on top, he definitely would have had the pin. But the Illinois man was afforded enough time to grab Weaver's leg so he couldn't get that pin.
Yeah, great awareness there by Carr to realize where he is on the mat and try and wiggle his hips, his shoulder blades out of position to avoid the pinfall, which would have put Indiana right back into the thick of things. And Carr's going to start at the down position, and he gets brought to the ground by Cole Weaver as he tries to escape, but he can't get the position on the Hoosier 141-pounder from Hudson, Michigan.
And Weaver now starting to build some of that riding time for himself. That could be big.
Yeah,
you know Carr's not done yet.
Oh, you can bet Carr's not done yet. A guy who's 12th in the nation with a victory over the likes of Chad Redd. You can bet Carr's going to have a little bit left in his back pocket, especially for the third period.
We have 30 seconds to go here in the second.
Carr struggling to break that hold by Weaver, and Weaver's going to bring him back down to the ground again. I thought for a second there he might be able to break the hold, but Weaver just too strong. He's able to bring him to the ground and keep a good stranglehold on the Fighting Illini. Looks like he's going to lose position on the edge. We've got about 13 seconds remaining in the second period. Weaver leading 5-0, and looks like we're going to get another medical timeout as Carr may have opened up again.
Yeah, it looks like we're looking at the replay there. Almost another takedown for Weaver.
Yeah, good attempt by Carr to try and escape that hold, but to no avail as Weaver had his hands firmly clasped around his waist.
Yeah. And looking at that replay again, I was trying to look to see if there was anything that happened to Weaver or Carr that would have caused that injury timeout, or if there's any bleeding. Obviously, we had the blood coming down Carr's face a little while ago.
Yeah, we had that a little while ago. I didn't see that this time, so I'm wondering what the officials saw. As we wind down about 5 seconds remaining, trying to get the quick escape, and he's gonna get the escape point just as time expires in the second period. So Carr is on the board entering the third period. 5-1 lead for Cole Weaver. Heading into the third period, got 2 minutes left. We're going to take a look here at how he was able to escape. This time he was able to slip past, and this time get not enough. Weaver's grip had been good all evening, but right there, he was just able to slip around. Kind of hard to grasp on a leg like that, especially when it's exposed the way Carr's is.
Yeah, Weaver didn't really have much of a shot there. Carr was able to sneak away. And he might get another escape point here if he can get the hands free from Weaver's hands free.
And he is going to break the clasp on Cole Weaver, who looks to try and build on that ride time of 1:18 that he currently sits at, and looks to get Hoosiers on the board here. As mentioned before, this is Cole Weaver's third-ranked opponent in his last 4 matches. He has defeated the other 2 so thus far, looking for a third consecutive win over a ranked opponent.
Yeah, man, it's looking like it as we get close to a minute left here in the third period. But as we suspected, Carr not giving up just yet, putting up a good fight. Mostly stalemate here in this third period.
Yeah, and working a stalemate, especially when you've got a 3-point lead, that works towards Cole Weaver's advantage. It looks like he's got a leg. He's got to try and put him on the ground. He's got he's working around. Good job by Carr. Twist around, keep his shoulders off the ground there. As Weaver nearly landed the pin. Now he's going to try and reverse it onto Weaver himself. He's got Weaver's head into the ground, trying to get position, establish himself. Weaver trying to slip out of it. They're going to award 2-point takedown for Carr. It's 5-4 with about 40 seconds remaining. Weaver's got the advantage in riding time, so going to need to get another takedown there from Carr if he's going to take the advantage. Weaver twists around. They're looking for the pin here. Weaver's in a tough position as Carr tries to pin him to the ground. Weaver trying to escape. Got about 20 seconds to go here as both benches are on their feet, screaming for Carr to try and pull off the comeback. As the referee shuffles around, and it looks like Weaver's just going to hang out on the ground, use the riding time, and try and run out this clock as we're under 10 seconds left.
Yeah, it looks like Weaver's going to be able to do it, but it's going to be close.
It's been close, and it doesn't look like Carr's going to be able to pull it off. That's be a 4-point near fall. That's going to be exactly what Carr needed to steal the victory away from Cole Weaver. So what a performance in the third period by Carr as he's able to upset Cole Weaver there and get the victory for the Fighting Illini. That 4-second near fall really coming in huge for the Illini as they've now built up a 12-0 lead.